I kind of want to do something with this room. Like, I like the more, not a gamer look. I like what I've got going on right now. But it might be nice to experiment with some stuff because I do have some lights sitting around that I could play around with. Plus the fact that I have like more going on in the background, it might actually be a bit more of a acceptable look. Plus I have these lights that are actually good lights now. So having enough brightness there to, you know, effectively light my face and light my face in a more, natural tone like you're seeing. Like, maybe I don't know. I'm still messing around with these lights. I started playing around with the settings again. I know it's like really blown out here. At my normal sitting distance, I think this looks good. Like, I think I could probably get some, maybe I could mess around with the positioning of the lights and get something that looked a little bit better in some cases. Like this light, maybe if I brought it over a bit more closer to the camera, it would look better. But I think brightness-wise, with the way it's set up as it stands, this looks good. I think. I think. But actually, I'll turn my overhead light. So, like, right now, my backdrop is just being lit up by my, by my overhead, like, ceiling light. So we'll turn that off and just see how it looks. Also, keep in mind that I do have my window open here, so, like, some of that light is coming through. Maybe lighting that up wouldn't be a bad look. Plus, the benefit I have now is because my room is so much bigger than it was at the previous place. Like, one of the problems I had with that shot I showed before is because the room was so big, so small, sorry, and I wanted to get the color, a certain level of brightness, it had this issue where the light from behind me would reflect onto my face. So my face would have this, like, purple or green or red glow to it that I don't think looked very good. But with the way this looks now, I think I could... I think I could do something with it. Like, I've considered running... This is something I wanted to do ages ago, actually. I've considered running, like, LEDs maybe under here, and then maybe, like, under the pictures, the posters, that one. And then maybe I could, like, put some lights in where the figures and stuff are. I don't know. I think, like, the way it's set up, like, the way the room is laid out now, it gives me so much more flexibility. The problem is that I'm not fucking doing anything with the flexibility. It's like, hey, look at this, I have a bigger room, I can do stuff with it. And I don't do anything with it. I just downgrade, and it, like, I have less going on than I used to have. Which I think in some ways, I think doing less, but doing it, like, better, looks better than doing a lot and doing it terribly, which is what I was doing. I had the fucking purple lights, and I had the, like, lights changing color, and it looked... Like, it looked better in that room than doing nothing, just because that room had nothing going on in the background. Now that I have things back there, it's, like, a lot more exciting back there. I still need to get another bookshelf to put in that bit. Yeah, there you go. In that bit there. So those books down the bottom can stop being down the bottom and actually be in a fucking bookshelf. Because, the figure stand there, the figure cabinet, we'll call it. I guess this side's better. That is, I guess, technically a bookshelf. Hey, look, here you go. Get some feet. There you go. For your feet, guys. That's technically a bookshelf. It's a terrible bookshelf because, the back doesn't have, like... There's, like, one side that has a back, the other side doesn't. So if you put books in there, some of them might fall out the back. Plus, it comes so far forward, there's just so much wasted space. It's not a good bookshelf, but it is great as a figure cabinet. And I'm really happy with, using it, like, for that. It is technically, getting a little bit full in some areas. But when I get that bottom area down there, I'll have one more shelf to work with. Also, I occasionally just throw random junk up there as well. So we have like here we have some like spare guitar strings. Or we have a box from of like my Arias, my earphones that I usually wear on stream. We've got a knife. It's a safety knife. Also, it's covered in glue. What is this? We've got a an orange filter for my old lights, which I don't actually need for the new lights. Like, I can't use it on the old lights, but for the new ones, they actually have like orange globes in them. So, like, you know, filters like this are not particularly necessary. Actually, one thing I had considered doing to actually light up the backdrop, if I wasn't going to use like LED strips, which I think is probably the best way to do it, but if I wasn't going to do that, what I could do is like get cellophane and put it onto my old lights. I could do it like super ghetto, like I was like I was doing with my old lights, or I could do it properly. I've not really considered what I should be doing. One thing I think might be a good idea though is like getting some sort of like lamp to put back there, like, you know, some stupid lamp or like a light up penguin or something like that. I've not found anything that really fits what I actually want it to be, but I think that would be amusing. I'm going to turn the light back on now so like the background doesn't look as bad as it does.